Hi everyone, I'm David Wojcik and this is MBOT TV. Stories we covered this week: Skills Ontario holds a province-wide competition for students, and our weekly political update with Brad Butt, who has news on a CME MBOT initiative, a big win for Ontario business, and an upcoming all-candidates debate hosted by the City of Mississauga. Welcome to MBOT TV, a weekly recap of what happened in business at the Mississauga Board of Trade and around the City of Mississauga. When we evaluate the skills gap in Ontario, many focus on STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, but there is also a gap in skilled trades, and especially the encouragement of women to look to the trades for a career. Enter Skills Ontario, which held a competition last week involving 2,300 students in dozens of skilled trades. Ian Howcroft, the CEO of Skills Ontario, explains what the three-day event was all about.
Skills Ontario has been around for about 29 years. This is our annual workplace skills competition. We're encouraging young people to consider a career in the skilled trades and technologies as a first choice career opportunity. Today, yesterday, and tomorrow we have 2,300 young people competing. We also have the largest young women's conference in the country. 2,000 young women and girls are learning about trade and careers and technologies. And we also will be hosting our third annual First Nations conference. So it's a great opportunity to highlight that success, to celebrate the opportunities, and deal with an issue that's near and dear to business's heart. How do we get the skilled tradespeople that you will need today and tomorrow as more and more people continue to retire from the workforce?
Ontario Chamber of Commerce CEO Rocco Rossi weighed in on the skills gap from the business perspective.
Well, 77% of our members list the skills gap and the skills mismatch as the number one obstacle to their and the province's future economic prosperity. And what Skills Ontario and the skills competition is all about is to show how incredibly sophisticated these skills are, what incredible opportunities and careers they represent, both for our young people and for people mid-career who've been disrupted in their own industry looking for other opportunities. And this is a celebration of how important this part of the economy is to all of us. And so we at the Chamber are delighted to be here to support that competition.
Secondary and post-secondary students were the competitors, including this fierce team from York Region Secondary School, who created an incredibly versatile robot.
We wanted it to just lift up the blocks and put them down on the lines, and then take the pipes and then put those on top of the blocks. And we wanted to be able to have someone doing one thing and then another person doing another.
We asked these students if they are considering robotics as a career choice.
I was planning on being a neurosurgeon, but I think I want to make things that make people's lives easier, because making people's lives easier is going to help in the long run.
I'm hoping mechatronics engineering. I believe innovation is the way to go. Anything that's not pushing towards the future, I find is kind of holding us back. So I think success and robotics is definitely the way to go.
We look forward to the future contribution of our next generation of brilliant minds with untapped skills and talent. Nominations for the Mississauga Board of Trade Awards of Excellence are now open. This is a great opportunity for you to compliment one of your customers by nominating them in one of 11 categories. You can also nominate your own company for an award. Go to www.mbotawards.com and make your nomination today. We're looking for contributions to our upcoming issue of Connect magazine. Do you have a forward-thinking, leading-edge perspective on a business issue? Send your submission to Bahar Sakdeva at MBOT before the June 1st deadline. Brad Butt is coming up with his political update right after this short message on how you can save money on your employee benefits plan.
The Chamber's plan now offers employee benefit programs with greater selection, higher coverage levels, and more value than ever before. Take another look and see why we're the choice of more small businesses than any other plan in Canada. The Chamber's plan. It's for your benefit.
And now for our political update with Director of Government Relations, Brad Butt. Brad?
Well, thanks, David. The provincial election campaign has entered week 2, with the party leaders crisscrossing Ontario looking for votes. The Ontario Chamber of Commerce, through the network that includes the Mississauga Board of Trade, has been promoting vote prosperity and weekly messages on issues important to the business community. Last week, we called on all political parties to invest in transit and transportation infrastructure and create an adequate stock of affordable housing across the province. In the Ontario Chamber Network's Vote Prosperity platform, increasing housing supply and creating resilient infrastructure are an important part of the foundation in building healthy communities within Ontario. The Canadian Manufacturers and Exporters has launched the Manufacturing Matters campaign to raise the awareness of the importance of manufacturing in Ontario, increase support for the challenges facing the sector, identifying real solutions to their challenges, and secure support to address these issues from all the parties in the election for action when the new government is formed. To learn more about this program, please go to www.manufacturingmatters.ca. The Ontario Chamber of Commerce is conducting its spring survey, and your input is needed. When you receive the email link, please take 5 minutes of your time to complete the survey. You can go to www.occ.ca/surveys to participate. Just before the election call, the Ontario government announced that it will review the public holidays provisions of the Fair Workplaces and Better Jobs Act. As part of the Ontario Chamber of Commerce's work, it raised the alarm about unintended consequences of the new calculation for public holiday pay for employees under the Employment Standards Act. Under the changes introduced as part of Bill 148, employers would be expected to pay part-time employees the full 8 hours for each holiday, even if they had only worked occasionally during the month. This meant that part-time employees would be entitled to the same holiday pay as full-time employees. The OCC asked that the government return to the prior calculation to avoid a system that would be unfair to some workers. A regulation has now been passed, and it will be in effect on July 1st, 2018, reverting to the former rules. On April 1st, 2018, hotels and motels in Mississauga began collecting the new municipal accommodation tax. This is a 4% tax on all overnight stays, and it is remitted to the City of Mississauga. Under the regulations, 50% of the money must be dedicated to tourism-related initiatives. Mississauga Council is still struggling with how a tourism bureau will be established for the city and how this new money will be allocated. But MBOT continues to advocate for a stand-alone Mississauga Tourism Bureau with direct accountability back to the stakeholders in this sector and the businesses collecting this tax. The City of Mississauga has launched Mississauga Matters to inform the political parties about the city's priorities in this election. It will host a candidates' information night on May 16th and an all-party debate on May 22nd. More information is available at www.mississauga.matters.ca. Mississauga Fire and Emergency Services marked its 50th anniversary on Saturday, and I was pleased to attend at the Gary Morden Centre. The mayor, many members of council, and the current and some former fire chiefs joined the celebration. Mississauga FES provides unparalleled service to both business and residents of Mississauga. Back to you, David.
Thanks, Brad. And here is what's coming up at your Mississauga Board of Trade. On May 17th, Growth and Power presents The Mechanics of Success with Jamie Holmes, the mastermind behind the Master Mechanics franchise. On May 24th, join us for our last information session on our fall trip to South Africa. This trip only has 24 spots available. Learn how you can stop off in Dubai for a small additional fee. Also on May 24th, our Young Professionals Mixer is at Mindshare Workspace in the Erin Mills Town Center. On May 28th, Microsoft and MBOT team up to bring you an all-candidates debate in advance of the June 7th election. On May 29th, MBOT welcomes the incomparable Deanie Petty to tell her story on how she claimed her place as one of Canada's most recognized TV personalities. Hosting the interview is another local TV personality, Sonia Sashi. This is an event you will definitely want to be part of. On June 6th, Membership Matters is at MBOT, a session for new members to discover all the great benefits that your Mississauga Board of Trade has to offer. Seasoned members are always welcome to stop by for a refresher. And save the date for our annual MBOT 9 Dine and Networking Golf Classic on June 20th at the Royal Woodbine Golf Club. Details about these stories and events are available at www.mbot.com. Until next week, this is David Vorchik wishing you continued success in your business.